controlling men, like the ones on Secret Lives of Mormon. So I don't know that show.
Secret Lives of what?
It's Mormon Wives. It's a show that's
You're
really
too far.
right
Please, come on.
Mormon Wives. It's a show that's out right now that's kind of popular.
Right up on the mic.
I think I am.
Sorry.
But yeah, their husbands are just very, very controlling when it comes to that.
How does that mean?
For example, there was an episode where they went to Chippendales as like a fun little activity, and 2 of their husbands threatened like divorce.
So?
Because they went there.
Good.
Sure.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I mean, you don't think that's a little controlling?
No,
like,
you don't
they
go to a
trust their
fucking...
wife?
my wife don't go to a Chippendales. You get to get a divorce.
Say it's like a bachelorette and it's a group of her friends.
No.
It's not her idea.
No.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Why do you feel that way?
Wait a second. Why would it be okay for my wife to go look at naked men?
Because she's not touching them and she's not, you know?
Yeah, so what? Yeah, so what? Why would
So you think that's grounds for like a divorce or just like a conversation?
Yeah, well, if I told her no, yeah. Well, here, let's reverse it, right? I think it would be fair grounds for her to put up the same boundary and say, no, you can't go to a strip club.
Yeah.
Of course not. It's ridiculous. You're married. You have, it's absolutely inappropriate for you to do that.
A lot of women have issues with their boyfriends or husbands either watching or going to the strip club. Most women would not be cool with it.
That's not even the I mean, you're right, by the way. You're right about that. But the thing is I guess my issue here, my contention is, what is actually the problem there? Do you think that a woman has some unique right when she's married to go look at naked men?
The way that they felt was, well, you don't trust me. Like, I'm not going to do anything. I would never cheat. You've known me for this many years. We've been together this long. Like, have we not established trust? And that's why they were obsessed on the show.
I see. Well, my counter to that would just be this. Okay.
I got a counter too.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
No,
I meant I was going to go after you.
You started it.
Oh, no, I was going to go after you. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
So it comes down to the idea of just trust, right? And say, okay, well then I'm going to go buy a prostitute and I'm just going to sit up in the room with her and we're going to talk.
Well, one's public, I think was the difference.
Why does that matter? Do you do realize that there's back rooms at a Chippendales and all those things, right?
Yeah, I think just one's more intent. Like a prostitute, like we all know what's going to happen.
Wait, why do we all know what's going to happen? Don't you trust? Don't you trust me?
Well, that's what you're paying.
Don't you trust me? Why don't you trust me? Why don't you trust me?
That's paying them to have sex with you.
I can't believe you don't trust me.
Right, but that's paying them to have sex with you.
I just can't believe
Okay, what do you think about this?
I just told you I wasn't going to. You don't trust me. Why would you go to a Chippendales?
Have no moral compass. Overwhelming majority of the US population of men have some level of morality. However, I feel most men would avoid a woman in the woods, avoid a false allegation charge.
Desert Joe, good to see you in the chat, man. Thank you for the TTS, very much appreciated.
But yeah, when we're going at it, I mean, you see how slippery that slope is, right? If I say, okay, well, I'm going to get a prostitute and I'm just going to talk with her, don't you trust me?
But then why not just go to a club?
I don't understand why that matters. Because don't you trust me?
One is the intent to sleep with someone. The other one's a strip club. You're just sitting there looking.
Wait. All that matters here is the trust.
But that's not what they were saying. One's like a public setting, like Chippendales. It's just they're on the stage, you're looking at them. Getting a prostitute, you know why you're.
How does the man know that that's what's going on?
At Chippendales?
You get a prostitute.
I got
just
that.
to go
I have
cuddle and talk.
I'm sorry. At clubs, you know that this is true because you worked in these clubs. Don't women often themselves in the back strip clubs?
A portion of them.
Yeah.
How many people prostitute from a Chippendales?
Oh, they do it. They do it there too.
But if you get a prostitute on the street,
of course they do.
Something that is what
of course
they're
they do
doing.
that too. But that aside, right? Let's assume that they didn't.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about trust here.
Right, but it's different venues. You know what I
So
mean?
what?
Like if you're paying a prostitute,
It's trust. Trust is trust. I just want to talk to her about my feelings about how you don't trust me.
That's wild.
That is.
What's the
not
problem?
The
That's
same
a wild
thing.
statement. Yeah, that's completely different.
I don't understand. If it's trust, right, then you say, trust me to go look at naked men and do nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Trust me to go sit in a room with a naked prostitute and do nothing.
I think one's a bit more logical because it makes more sense. Like
They're
you're at
both,
a
it's the
bachelorette
same
party.
logic.
You're at a bachelorette party with a bunch of your friends. You're a lot less likely.
Okay, great. I'll go in the room with a prostitute with two of my friends.
Right. But everyone knows why you pay a prostitute, though.
Everyone knows why you pay a stripper, though.
But everyone knows why you pay to go to Chippendales. It's
Yeah,
to,
what are you
watch
paying
the
to go to
show.
Chippendales for?
To watch the show.
You want to watch a bunch of in your face?
I mean, I guess her friend did.
I guess so. I guess so, right? It's like, okay, you can have in your face and I should trust you, but I can't go up into a room with two of my friends with a prostitute and talk to her about my day? What the fuck? I just can't believe I can't believe how little trust you have for me.
None, not at all.
Unbelievable.
I had an example here I wanted to provide, and then Oksana, I'll have you come in. But I mean, maybe you don't like the example Andrew provided. So what about this one? You're married to a man, and he has an ex-girlfriend, and you're out of town, and he hangs out with her one-on-one, alone. She comes over to the house, but he tells you, oh, nothing's going to happen. But you know for a fact that this woman actually has some sort of lingering romantic or sexual interest in your husband. Do you trust would you be okay with him one-on-one at night at your house, him hanging out with her?
I think it would be wrong on other end. I should do that,
Can you
and
be
he shouldn't
close?
do that.
Can you be closer?
He
to
shouldn't go to a strip club, and you shouldn't go to a strip club.
That goes back to one's in public and one's like a show on a stage. Another one is someone who has feelings. And
So you'd be fine if he was hanging out with her in
But
public.
it's about trust.
I think it also comes into play what they're doing exactly. Like in this instance, it was for a bachelorette for her friend on a stage. They're watching the show, but the other one's like someone who has feelings
as long as
for
it's
them
as long as
at
it's
your
public,
house alone.
he can go out to dinner with his ex-girlfriend, right?
You know, there's all kinds.
Hang on,
of-
he can go out to dinner with his ex-girlfriend.
That's completely different.
Why?
Again,
It's
because
public.
She went to this place to watch a show.
Yeah.
Another one's like an intimate.
And
dinner.
she went to this place to eat dinner.
Right, that's an intimate setting. This one is watching a show.
What do you mean?
on a
It's
stage.
public.
You buy tickets,
They can't eat dinner at Chippendales.
but one's more intimate.
I was like, what?
I guess I don't know, maybe you can. But one's more intimate. One's like an intimate setting.
What
where
is
there's-
intimate about
where
having lunch?
There's feelings. You just said there were feelings.
Okay, I'm gonna just take. I'm just gonna take out that you don't know if there's feelings or not. You have no clue. It's okay for your or I'm sorry, your current boyfriend or husband to go have dinner with their ex, right?
There were feelings though, and that's what matters. You know what I mean? They did care about each other at one point.
Oh,
So
got it. Okay.
But, I mean, who
got
knows?
it.
Maybe if there's-
and that's and you would expect, of course, that since you would be not okay with that, he wouldn't be okay with it back.
no, and that's okay.
Of course.
I shouldn't do that.
So if he wasn't okay with you going and having floppy in your face, right? What's the problem?
but it was like a show up on a stage. I think was
So
the issue,
what?
and it was for her friend's bachelorette.
So what? She does. So why does a man? Why do you think that it's appealing to a man to think that his wife's going to go look at naked men?
I just don't know that it's grounds for divorce. Maybe a discussion, maybe even therapy, but like a divorce.
No,
is
that's
like
not what
extreme.
the grounds
You
for
know?
divorce is. The grounds for divorce is not that she wanted, even though I think that's bad enough. It's that they pushed it. Why would you push to go look at other naked men if you're married to a man? That's a fucking horrible thing to do. Like that's such an over the top awful thing to do. Tell me a lot about you. Tell me a lot about what type of person I was dealing
So
with.
say it wasn't even her idea, and it was her friend's bachelorette, and she just went to support
she
her
should have
friend.
she should have immediately been like, no, I'm not going to do
Yeah.
that to my husband. That's unconscionable. What kind of horrible fucking bitch goes to their husband and says, "Hey baby, I'm just going to go to a bachelor party and look at naked dudes with my friends."
Yeah.
Like, what do you think he's going to say? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's not ground. I trust you completely. What kind of fucking simp would do that? Like, what kind of what kind of bitch made man
What
would
about
do
just
that?
going to like a regular bar or club with your girls? Like it's her birthday or something. You're going out to a club and you guys are going out for drinks and
Why are you
dancing.
going out to a club for?
Just celebrating your homegirl's birthday or something. and you
Yeah,
guys
I
are
think that going out to like a public restaurant or something like that, not a club where you're grinding your ass on men, right? And
Who says that's
twerking on
me
the
men?
dance
Like
floor.
there's a lot of girls that smack their own homegirls ass and dance.
What if they just keep to themselves, like in a section or something,
That
and they're
happens.
not, they're not there to meet men. They just really want to celebrate their.
Then why
friend.
don't they dance at home?
It's not the same setting because when you go out,
it's
like
not the same setting
What's
because
the
men can't
difference?
see you. Look.
Okay, what the difference is, I know like a lot of women can relate to this. It's like getting ready to go out with your girls. You guys are pre-gaming, listening to music. Everybody's picking out their
So
outfits.
you can still do that.
Do
It's
all that
fun,
shit.
and then you
Still
go
do
out, go in
literally
Uber.
everything you just said. You could literally do at home. Then go downstairs to the room that you have the dance music in, and all of you can twerk together.
Still do it.
It's a different type of feeling when you go out
Yeah,
and the DJ
because there's
plays their
not
favorite
men.
song,
Because
or
there's
the
not
DJ
fucking
plays-
men. Because
We
there's
could do
not
both.
men.
There's all the above. You go
It's-
out like, okay, it's a different feeling. Okay, it was like we're all on the dance floor, we're dancing with each other. They play one of our favorite songs.
Why can't
Boom.
you do that at home?
Both. Why not both?
Yeah, well, okay, but my question to you is, minus the amount of is around, what is the actual distinction between you doing everything you just said at your house with your girlfriends
Nobody wants to be
versus at a
cooped up.
brick and mortar building where there's tell me.
It's
Hang
okay.
on.
Nobody wants to be
Before
cooped
you
up
jump
in the room.
Let me finish.
In the house.
Let me
like,
finish.
Go outside.
Let me finish.
Okay.
You
You can do all this outside. Literally. You can literally walk outside and do every fucking thing you just stated right outside. Not kidding. I promise. You can get dressed. You can get ready. You can put on your mascara. You can put on your lipstick, and you can feel pretty. And you can get together with your girlfriends, and you can go right in your backyard and bounce club music and dance to it. I assure you that you can do all of those
That is
things.
fun as well. But
So it is fun as well. So you don't want to go out with your friends and maybe go to a bar, go out and get drinks and dance and hear music with your friends out in public?
Men
Well,
don't
okay.
dance with men.
Well, not dance, but like,
First of all,
I'm just saying, like going to bars. I know a lot of men that are married that go to
and
bars.
here's what
and-
men do at bars. They walk into bars filled with other men. You know who's not usually hanging out at bars? Shitloads of single women, unless it's at single bars or fucking clubs where they're trying to hook up with the dudes. You know what your random corner bar looks like? It looks like a bunch of guys who are like me. And it looks like they have a bunch of beers like this and they're all married and they're all talking about nonsense you don't fucking care about. They're talking about their lawnmowers and their grass heights and they're talking about fucking they're talking about how annoyed they are at the property taxes, right? They are definitely not the type of people you are talking about here. Okay? So yes, I think it's totally fine for men to go out to the bar because that's what the fucking bar for men looks like. Just
I
saying.
think just going outside. Honestly, I don't like
Versus,
being cooped up in the
can
house.
I go to the club, honey, so I can twerk my ass all over the dance floor around a bunch of other... Why can't you do it here? I don't get the same feeling.
does the kind of
It's like,
outside.
it's like, what?
Oh my
What
God.
did you think?
They will understand.
I don't get the same feeling.
does the kind of bar matter though? Like, say she wants to go to a dive bar with her friends. Because, like, honestly, I love a good dive bar. You know, like, does that matter?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it matters, the club setting. Versus like, okay, you have a neighborhood bar and your girlfriend Kelly down the street, you're going to go have a drink at the bar with her, right? That's a whole different thing than I'm going to get,
for that
hang on,
too.
then I'm going to get dressed up, skanked up, and because it gives me the good feeling. And yeah, don't lie. It's skanked up.
never heard that.
They're going to, hang on, they're going to wear the night clothes, the lady of the night clothes, right? Busty chest, short skirts, and they're going out to the club dressed like that, right? To get the feeling, right? Of what? Why can't you do that at home? What is the feeling you're after? We know what the feeling is. And it's
Yep.
like, fine. If that's what the feeling is, the feeling of male attention, then yeah, of course your man's not going to be okay with that. Why would he ever be okay with that? Versus, oh, hey, honey, me and Chuck are going to go down to the bar where there's 3 other guys who you know are always down there because they're barflies, right? And then any given time she walks in, the only thing she has to do is drag your drunk ass out of the fucking bar. The only thing that's hitting on anything in that bar is your head on the fucking bar after you had too many drinks. It's like, that's the male bar experience.
I thought you meant period. Like, they shouldn't go out at all. You know, like, not even a dive bar.
No,
Like,
there's,
nothing.
you have to. It has to comport with reason.
fair. I think
but
that's
it's
fair.
beyond. It's beyond obvious that women who are going and dancing in skimpy outfits at the club who say, "Don't you trust me," are being very fucking disingenuous, because there is no male alternative which we can present. And because there's no good male alternative we can present other than Brian saying, "Okay, fine, I'm going to go out with an ex-girlfriend." No, that's not okay. That's
Because
insane.
That's one-on-one.
Yeah,
And there were
yeah,
feelings
but
that
what is
existed.
what are these distinctions? They're just made up nonsense distinctions.
Well, one's just more
There's no
intimate.
intent on trying to get.
How? Right? Okay, honey.
I
There's
have
no
something on
intent.
this.
Honey, there's no intent. I'm just going out with my ex-girl. There's no intent.
But there were feelings at one point, and that's proven.
But
You
there's
know,
not
'cause you
feelings
did it.
now. Sounds like you don't trust
But
me.
the thing is, the feelings did exist, so it's more likely.
So what? It's likely from her. Who cares about her? Don't you trust me?
Well, what if she doesn't trust her? Then it's just putting
Yeah,
her-
right. That's the point, right?
Yeah.
What if he does? What if you don't trust her? Don't you trust me?
Then why is he going?
Okay,
If we know
right.
that
Then
she-
why are you going? it's
But
the
not
same.
meeting with
It's the
an
same
external
logic.
setting. Yeah.
It's
not
literally
as
the
intimate.
same logic.
It's not as intimate. It's not meeting with one person.
Oh, okay. It says who? I think a man thinks that if you're looking at naked men, that's pretty f***ing intimate. I'm not gonna lie. I
But
think
it's not
that's
one you have a
pretty
relationship with.
intimate.
Yeah.
Like, how's that not intimate, honey? I'm gonna go with my friends to look at
I mean,
dudes
he's gonna
dancing.
text, make
Oh,
it
that's
work,
not
too.
intimate, honey. Have a good day. Have fun. It's like, of course he's going to be upset. Of course.
So I'll just add one word, not so long like you guys. For me, it's
Sorry
black
if
and
we
white.
interrupted your interruption. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You finished, right?
No.
You're good. You're good.
Okay. So it is black and white. Cheating is anything that stimulates you sexually other than your partner. So whatever it is, corn, whatever it is, the or whatever, the dancing or whatever, for men, looking at the girls who are doing all exotic dancing or whatever, it is also cheating. For women, whatever stimulates you sexually, it is also cheating on your partner. It is like a little seed that goes into your mind, then creates a certain fantasies, then creates a certain ideas, creates a certain thoughts, creates certain actions, then creates habits, and then it creates divorces.
So like
And-
micro cheating, like even if you're small.
But that's how it starts, even with drugs. It starts the same way, little by little. You put that seed in there, and it's gonna start cultivating, start growing there. So whatever stimulates you sexually, other than your partner, is cheating. And we were talking about knuckles or whatever, a little. I mean, that goes even without
Emotionally.
saying. Now, what? Again, when I'm coaching my female clients, when we're talking about relationships or whatever, I am telling them that when they start changing their circle, when they start developing their relationships, they are with someone, their circle should be changing. There's no more like single girlfriends. The new surroundings should be successful couples. Whatever you want your relationship to lead, wherever you want your relationship to become, surround yourself with those type of examples, those role models.